Watching another video. Just be playing some motocross. If you enjoy the video, make sure to drop a subscribe. Make sure to like and enable notification for more daily videos. Let's see how we do. I didn't do too bad yesterday, but I didn't do too good yesterday. Lucas Oil Stadium in Minneapolis. I wish I could actually do this, but I'm not that good yet. If I could do this like in real life and not only in my game, I'd be happy. But since I can't, well, we can play the game, honestly. I never showed Savage. Bro, what the actual freak? What is going on? I can't do nothing there, holy. Alright, so we gotta get past. I want to at least get past Shelly. I might be able to get past Shelly, I may not, but I want to at least get past Shelly. What the hell is going on with my controller, bro? Is it actually been doing it itself, the fuck? Excuse my language. Yeah, you got red. I'm gonna hit that jump faster, so no I can. Hold on. Just because I know I can hit this jump faster, I'm going to. I might actually just restart this race, hold on. I came out, did a horrible start. I mean, I almost came out perfect, and I just tried to cross over and it didn't work. Guess, yeah, that's horrible. I had a better start the last race, the first time than I did this time, but I kind of like when I don't do that whole shot, it gives me a better chance at that right there. Like, I can hit farther quicker. I can't do perfect almost. Dude, that's perfect almost. Instead of cutting that, I'm actually going to do that. Hold on. Oh! Damn it! Zach Osborne, RJ Hampshire, Cameron Macado. Gatto, how you say it? I don't know how you say it. I can't race this track in a minute now. Hold up. I'm doing bad. But I also don't usually do the championship races right off. I just usually wait until I finish the career. So I guess I'll find out that championship race for the career, and then I'll do the championship race, obviously, but jump straight to it. Fix that, so I can put that perfect on the track, actually. That's better. Well, like I said yesterday, one of these days I will actually race, like, and, like, go pro eventually. Will it be the next few years? Definitely won't be. I won't go pro in the next few years. The next few years I will be racing for sure. I've got a KLX 140 right now. I'm trying to find a 125, so if anyone has one and would like to, or knows anybody that's selling one, let me know, because I'm trying to find a KLX 125, not a KLX 125, just a 125 in general, or a 250. That's the plan. A 125 or a 250, but I think a 250 would have too much weight, and I won't hold it down. Whereas a 125, it's quick, but it doesn't have as much weight. You gotta think, these bikes, they're not light. And if you don't have that right weight ratio to hold that bike down, I'm not gonna be able to do anything. So I would like to be racing in the next few years, but I gotta find a bigger bike. Like, I don't want to be stuck racing my pit bike over and over again. I've raced my pit bike multiple times. I'm already quick with it. I need something better. Like, I've been practicing for a while now. Actually, I just started racing last year. Just started racing this year. Got this bike 2 years ago. Last two summers ago, I got this bike for, it was $1,500 I got this bike for, 15 or 13, it was one of the two. But I would like to get me a 125 or a 250. I've found a few. Nothing that sparks my interest, like big. But I have found a few bikes that I do like. Except for they're wanting $2,000, $3,000, $8,000 for them, and I don't got that money right now. If I had that kind of money, yeah, I'd buy them. I don't have that money. No, that number one. It's freaking Zach Osborne's bike. It's But if I had that kind of money right now, I would definitely go ahead and I'd go buy a bigger bike. I found a few. I'm trying to see if I can get someone to deliver the bike to me and I'll pay in cash and not like I've been scrolling on Marketplace trying to find one. I found a few, but I'm trying to see if they deliver the bike. If they can deliver the bike, great. If they can't, I'll have to find another one. But I found me a KX 125, and it's not a bad bike actually. It's really not. Headers are brand new Dunlops, which is the tire brand, obviously. Brake pads, everything on the bike I found just about brand new, which I'm glad. Everything on my bike being brand new means I should have no problem running that bike. I should have no problems whatsoever when it comes to that bike. Like I said, I don't got the cash right now. If I had that money, I would. But if anyone would happen to know anybody who is selling a 125 or a 250, preferably KX or KTM, one of the two, which is Kawasaki or KTM, but one of the two. Yamaha, not bad. But I would prefer a KX or a KTM. I like Yamaha, but at the same time, I'm more of a Kawasaki person. Like, my personal opinion, Kawasaki's top notch. That's my personal opinion. A lot of the pro racers don't race them. A lot of pro racers race Kawasaki, Honda, and Honda, Yamaha, Suzuki, and KTM. Only person I know that really races the KX would be Jason Anderson. Also another pro racer. I prefer Kawasaki over anything, honestly, because I've been raised on them. You know, like I know how to ride them. I know like the perfect weight ratio I need for them. Each bike's different. They're all different in their own way. But the next few years, I would like to be racing. I'm probably not gonna be. The next few years, I would like to be. National championship winner right there. Had a 20-second gap on Cameron Mercado. Joey Savati. 26 seconds. Alex Martin, Clayton Elliott, Jordan Smith, Benny Bloss, Lorenzo, Dylan Ferrandis, Robert Moody, John Braden, Kyle Peterson on Blizzard. Chase Sexton got his ass whooped. Chase Sexton's also a beast, though. Like, he's always been good at anything. I've watched him and Eli Tomac go toe-to-toe, and you can't keep up with them. It's almost like it's impossible to keep up with Chase Sexton and Tomac. If you think you're quick, race those two boys. Then tell me you're quick. I promise you are not catching either of them. Maybe you will. Maybe you will. But I promise you, don't get cocky if you get past them. Because they will fly past you if you get too cocky. I watched Chase Sexton and Eli Tomac go head-to-head. Tomac screwed up because he got too cocky. He went to go around. It's not like you got this straight shot right here. he would come around this turn right here, actually this exact track I think it was, just about, a track kind of like this one anyways. Would come around this turn right here, and he got stuck in one of these deeper ruts. He did, and Chase came up the outside and just shot past him. Almost gave Chase the win. Chase got too cocky as well, and then Tomac came back and shot past him. He's quick. They're both quick. Like, if you think you're quick, you got another thing coming because those two boys will mess you up. Those boys will mess you up, I promise that. Like, they're both pretty quick, and that's the one thing I want to do. I want to race with them. I want to learn how they did, like, why are they so good? Why are they as good as they are? Why are they as quick as they are? But then again, it's the same thing. It goes back to them having a lot of seat time. Having a lot of seat time in racing is very important. And what I mean by seat time, I mean a lot of track time. One thing I don't have is a lot of track time. This right here is actually a track that Chase Sexton and Eli Tomac have. Actually, this is a real track too. I've seen them race on a track just like this one. Eli Tomac and Chase Sexton are very familiar with this track. Only thing is, Tomac has the upper hand on this track because Tomac's raced it more than Chase. Like, they're both pretty quick racers. But they'll both give you a run for your money too. Like, if you get ahead of them, don't get cocky. Honest to God, if you think you can keep up with them, you can try. I promise you, you will not be able to keep up with them. It's not easy. I've watched some of the best racers in the world try to keep up with Chase Sexton and Eli Tomac, and none of them can do it. It's not easy. They're quick. Having that track time, and when you're racing, having that track time, having been on a bunch of different tracks, not just one or two tracks like me. I've only been to Lightning Speedway. I've only been to Lightning and Route 66. 62, I think it's called Route 62, I think is what it's called. It's an MX and an AMA track. It's got a few different tracks on it. Like this right here, it's no joke. They'll mess you up bad. Like, their bikes, they're no joke. You're gonna race them. You gotta use your brain. You gotta stay smart. Stay cautious of your surroundings. Yes, you don't want to be looking back all the time, trying to figure out where's that rider behind you, where are they, how far back are they. You don't want to be looking back all the time. Look back once or twice, every now and then. I don't look back through any of the races. I come off that gate and I jet. I'm quick. I really, like, Chase Sexton and Tomac, they're both prodigies when it comes to racing. They've always been as good as they were. Like, they've gotten better over the years, but they've both always been very good racers. And the one thing I like about them is they are the biggest rival in motocross history. And there's proof of it. They're the biggest rival in motocross history. One thing I like about them is they're respectful with each other. Respect, it's going to go a long way, because if you're going to ride dirty, there's no point in racing. Don't ride dirty if you're going to race. There's no point in it. Don't. It's going to make everyone mad. It's going to make the officials mad. You get disqualified. I actually seen Justin Barshlow, how do you say his name? I don't know how to say his name. Something like that, anyways. He actually got disqualified he actually made Jason Anderson wreck one day. It wasn't on purpose, but even though it was an accident, he still got DQ'd for it. It's normal. It's gonna happen. Accidents happen. It's part of the sport. A lot of people who think they can do something like this, like me for example, I thought it would be all fun and games, wouldn't be hard, because I've seen people do it for so long, it looks easy. I thought it would be easy. I tried it. It's not easy. There's a lot of bumping. There's a lot of collisions, and it happens. Luckily, I have not been DQ'd from any races yet because I have not did anything. Like, I've bumped you, but bumping is going to happen. Now, if you hit someone's back tire, then you will, like, let's say I've got, for example, right now, I've got, like, I'm thinking about, like, a 5-second gap, 12-second gap on Adam right now. I have a 12.3 second gap. Let's say Adam right there, where she's coming around that turn where I just came out of. Say he comes up, he smacks my back tire. He doesn't do it on purpose. And I'm not 100% sure on this, so don't quote me on it. But you smack someone's back tire, it will cause a wreck, and I know that for sure I will tell you, and I'm 100% certain on that one. It will cause a wreck. If you're quick enough, you can evade, like, you can cause enough wrecks in your career where you will eventually get disqualified. Like, Adam, you just gained 0.2 seconds on me. One thing I gotta learn to do, especially like real life racing, I've gotta learn to hit these jumps and not just roll over them, because for a long time I was rolling over jumps. Because it's only my first year racing, like, it's not easy. It really isn't. Like, look, Adam, KX, Joey Savati, KX, Travis, KX, but the most of these, they're just YZs, CRFs, RMs, and then you got me racing an FC. Nobody else in here is racing FCs because of the fact I've got the, I don't want to put this, I have it all unlocked. Now, if this was real racing, Chase Sexton, he wouldn't be in 19th place. Chase would dominate everyone in here. He does, and I've seen it. I've seen it. Joey Savati, he's quick. Christian Craig, he's quick. One thing you have got to be very careful with racing against those quicker racers is you gotta know what line you want to take. So, the thing with Eli and Tomac and Chase Sexton, they'll follow each other in that same line. So, like, for example, they come out of this turn right here. You got Chase coming in first, Tomac coming in after. Say Chase goes in inside line, Tomac more than likely he's going to go outside line, try to stay right beside him. If he can't get the outside line next turn, he'll follow Chase's line. So if Chase goes outside, Tomac's going to go outside until Tomac gets close enough. Say he gets close enough around this turn, because Tomac click on the whoops. Chase comes all the way through here on the outside. Tomac comes around on this turn. Chase goes on the inside. Tomac goes on the outside. Shoots past him. Gone. One thing I like about them is they know what line they want to choose. Like me, I don't know what line to choose right now. Personally, I stick with the outside line because it's the safest for me. It's not, the ruts aren't as big and everything like that. Personally, I like the outside line. A lot of pro racers, they're going to tell you, choose inside line. Always choose that inside line. Or they'll tell you, choose what lines, well, find your line on it, actually. A lot of these pro racers, they're inside line. When you have the lead, choose inside line. When you have that lead, choose inside. Unless you know for sure it's not going to be a good thing to do, choose the inside. Really, I promise it'll be beneficial for you. Like, choose, honestly, I'm being for real though, choose inside line and it'll help you a lot. If you got that big lead, like, for example, Jordan Smith, you don't have a big lead on me right now. But now, see, he's going to go inside, I'll go outside. I won't get him in this turn, I'll get him next turn. Get him in this turn, see what I mean? He chose inside, that turn, it's an outside line turn. Outside line in that turn is very, very important. You go inside line in that turn, you have someone right there, right by you, you know, like, you gotta know when to make that turn, what line to choose, when you're gonna go make that pass, when you're gonna make that attempt to make that pass. Like, I don't know, one person I will say, he's made me actually, he didn't get along with me very well. We didn't get along very well at Any Valley. His name's Cameron Fox. Cameron, I don't know if you watch my videos or not, but he races dirt bikes and he races quads. He's actually showed me some things. Like, he's not showed like physically showed me, but he's told me some things that I need to be careful with. And one of them things I have to be careful with, it's that line. Like, knowing that line is going to be very, very beneficial for you to get past other racers. When you go in these whoops, you want to go up high, come out low. See, come out low every time. Up high, come out low, and when you hit these, just honestly do whatever you want. Like, I like to whip them if I could, I physically don't have the strength to. If I could whip them, I would. If I could hit If I could bubble scrub those, I would. But because I can't, I won't. Because I know if I try to bubble scrub those like in real life, I'm fucked and I'm going down. It's gonna cost me the race. God damn it, that was the whole. If I try to hit a scrub on those, it's gonna cost me the race. Like, I see people hit the scrub, and I mean, when I say scrub, I mean literally shoot their bike completely on a 90-degree angle almost. But knowing your line on these tracks, on any track you're racing, very important. As time goes by, I learned that. My all-time favorite racer, and it's not just because he's the best. It's really not just because he's the best. It's Ricky Carmichael. It's Ricky Carmichael because he's been knocked down multiple times on these tracks, and I'm not even just saying this. I'm not just talking about dirt bike tracks in general either. Like, when I say that I relate to it, I'm not talking about dirt bike tracks. Ricky Carmichael's been knocked down on these tracks, and he'll get right back up like nothing happened. I relate to that, and I'm not saying I relate to that on the track. On the track, I get knocked down. If I'm in the air and I get knocked off my bike and I'm in the air, I'm probably not getting back up. It could be my last race ever. I really should be racing in general. Because of my neck, I broke my C1 disc. I broke my C1 and C2 disc in two different places in 2019, 6 years ago, on October 16th. I was in 5th grade. If that tells you anything, then yeah. Like, I'm a strong kid. I really am a strong kid. I can get knocked down. I will get back up. But, like, see, for example, let's say I'm in the air right now. I'm gonna wreck that in general. Carmichael, I've seen do that. I've seen him do that, not on purpose, but I've seen him do it. And I've seen him get right back up from like nothing happened. 1 in 10 people, 1 in 10 racers in general get back up from those wrecks. My dad happened to be one of the ones who did not. 1 in 10 racers, 1 in 10 people in the world can race dirt bikes. It's not something everybody in this world can do. As I'm starting to find out, not everybody can do the same things. For example, I want to be like Carmichael, Chase Sexton, Eli Tomac, Hayden Deegan, Joey Savati, all those good and great racers. Deegan, the best in his class. That 250 or 450, I think it's 450 class. It might be 250 class. His dad taught him everything he knows. Now, my dad doing the same thing with me, but at the same time, I don't only have my dad. I've got someone else, which is my cousin. He is turning 20, I think is what he is. But I just told him yesterday, I want me and him to actually start going out and getting some more track time. Because I want to get that time with him that I can actually learn the things I need to learn before I can start going, before I can even think about going pro. I want to go pro, like, bad. I've wanted to go pro since I was younger. I've wanted to. Nothing's ever going to stop that. There's 4 motos in the championship race. If I'm not mistaken, there's 4 motos. Rutherford Stadium, holy shit. MetLife Stadium, Rutherford. See, this is an inside line track. You come, where's the gate? Hold on. Come around this turn, stay on the inside line. Hit that one, inside line, inside line. Most of this track right here is inside line. Until you get to about right here. You hit this turn, come around on the inside, pop it in the inside. Pop right here on the inside, because then you'll come back out on the outside and just shoot through that. There's a lot of perks to racing. Like I said, not everybody can do it. I happen to be one of the few people who can. I am not the best. Wish I was. Not the best. But I know what I'm doing. To an extent. Like, to an extent, I know what I'm doing. See, watch, inside line. If I can get that inside, okay, I'll hold it, but see, even right there, if I can get that inside line, like, when we restart this race, I'm going to show how, what happens if I hit inside line. I think the beginning of this track is one of the ones you want to stay outside, but I think you want, the beginning of this track, especially being clear on the other end where I am. See, if I don't get that whole shot, I can just cut over here and hit that, like that, easily. So much of a better start than what it was when I hit the outside line. That's Cole Sealer, isn't it? That's Christian Craig. Yeah, Alex Martin right here behind me. But the thing about it is, see, outside line, inside, come around on the outside. Looks like I had 10 seconds ago. Outside. Whip that, hit the inside, hit the outside still, stay on the outside. Okay, I don't know. Yeah, right here. It's outside line still. You hit that, you come around on the outside. Once you hit this next turn, you're going to come out on the inside. You're going to come out this turn to the outside, you'll come out of that turn on the inside. So that may not make sense to a lot of people, but I'm going to show you what that means. So what that means, you come out on the outside, come in, out, inside. This way when you get that, hold on, fix this turn, because I hit that turn horribly. Hold up. I can do a lot better than that. Let me shut up a second. Hold on. Let me just show you. It's better if I just show you than explain it. If I can hit it like perfect, it'd be better. Hit this outside line, right? Outside, onto the inside, back to the outside. You hit that perfect every time. Now if I could fix that, I would, but that was horrible. Just gonna come on the inside, outside. Like, see, it's one thing to know what you're doing, it's another thing to know what line you want to be in. When you have that lead, knowing that line, it's very important. Especially if this is real life. If it's real life, knowing that line can be very important. Because, like I said, there's going to be bumping. There's going to be wrecks. There's not going to be, you're not perfect. You're going to make mistakes. But you want to keep mistakes to a minimal. You really want to keep your mistakes to a minimal, especially when you're racing in the pro leagues. If you're racing with pros, keep your mistakes to a minimal. It will, trust me when I tell you, keep your mistakes to a minimal. It'll be very beneficial to you. I've actually seen a few races, actually. I'm going to show this up real quick. So, one race I watched the other day, actually last night I think it was last night I watched this race, where Joe Shimoda got whole shot twice in a row against Deegan. Him getting that whole shot was good. And then he comes around the turn, the very first turn, he goes down. He takes Jason Anderson down with him. Because of the fact when he got that whole shot, he didn't stay, he tried to jump out of his line. I was actually starting to believe that Shimoda was quicker than Deegan because I watched in August 16th of this year. I watched, Unadilla, I think is actually where it was Unadilla, August 16th, 2025. I watched Joe Shimoda hold a 40-second gap on Hayden Deegan at Unadilla, Lucas Oil. It was one of the championship races. It was Lucas Oil, August 16th. I think it was either this year or last year. I think it was this year though. It might not have been a championship race because racing season. I gotta get my bike prepped for next season actually. Anyways. Same thing as my cousin Alex. He's getting his bike prepped. We're both getting our bikes prepped for next season. He's got a 125 KTM. I've got a KLX 125 pit bike. It's a big wheel pit bike, but it's quick. If I could be racing with him, 100% I would. Because in pro racing there's teams, and actually in direct racing in general there's teams. For example, you have, what's his name? Jet Lawrence and his brother. So, I think it's Hunter Lawrence. Honda team. You've got Chase Sexton, and you have, I'll tell you his name in a second. I'll give you a second. I gotta think of it now. You got Chase Sexton, you got, I want to say Dundee, but I know it's not. No. Give me a second. I'll figure it out. I think it's Cole Sealer. No, it's not Cole. Another one is you got Tomac, and you got, I think it's Webb. It's somebody. Like, I forget the names. I'm not good with remembering names, especially when it comes to these bigger, like, bigger names. I can remember Chase Sexton and Eli Tomac because it's the biggest rivalry in motocross history, and it's proof. There is living proof that they are the biggest rivalry with the utmost respect to each other. Starting on that gate beside each other, there's tension, and you can feel that tension between them two. That race starts, that tension gets left all on the track, all up to the gates, and they go. They're not worried about it. It's may the best man win. But I seriously forget his name. It's Chase Sexton and not in this race. Okay, wasn't in this race. So I might have another race after this one. I seriously cannot think of his name. Anyways, that's not the point. There's teams. You got KTM, Suzuki, Kawasaki, Honda, all these different teams, all these different bikes. Well, these bikes have sponsors, obviously. They got different teams. Eli Tomac's on a team with other people. Chase Sexton on teams with people. Dungey. There's teams. If I could race with my cousin Alex and be on a team with them, I'd be happy. He's quick. He needs to loosen up on the bike a lot, but he won't listen to me because he's been riding longer than me. He thinks he knows what he's talking about. Yes, he knows what he's talking about, for one, but for two, I've also seen him. He's tense. When you're riding out on a track, you can't be tense. You gotta stay loose, in a way. Damn it. I didn't get to the end. What the freak? Ryan, he's good. Don't get me wrong. Ryan Dungey's good. Shimoda, he's good. Sexton and Tomac, personally, I'm gonna tell you, receive much hate as I want from this, don't really care. Sexton and Tomac are the best, honestly. Like, of their time, yes, they're the best. Of their time, yes. I could have did that way better than it went shot past him. He would have caught me. Alright, he'll get on the way. See, I gotta watch coming on the turns too. And what I do is too, because I'm so good at this game, I'll take what I do in this game and I'll put it to my knowledge of like what I actually do, what I need to do on my actual bike. And I'll put it to my knowledge. Because of the fact that the same thing you want to do in this game is the same things you want to do out there on the actual on the track. If I get this good, I can shoot that way past that freaking. I gotta hit that about third, fourth gear. Hold up. Let me fix that turn because I want to come on the inside on this turn right here. This is an inside line turn for sure. Yeah, I can't hit that. I can get close to it, but I can't hit it. But knowing what I have to do on the track, the reason I like racing so much as well, it's calming to me. Is it frustrating when I don't win? Yes. But you're not going to win every race. It's like you're not going to win you're not going to be the best at everything you do. Never. You never will. And maybe you will. And I'm not saying you never will. When I say you never will, I'm not saying it to be like honestly. I'm not saying honestly you never will. I'm saying that because I have that the mindset that I'll never will be able to be the best in everything I do. Because it pushes me to the limit to know that hey, me telling myself that I'll never be the best in everything I do pushes me to the limit. It pushes me to the limit, and nobody. When I'm out on the track and I tell myself I'm never going to be able to do what these pro racers can do, I will never be the best at what I do. It builds up a confidence in me that no one else sees for some reason, and no one else can. I've got that confidence that you should have. That probably makes no sense because I'm saying, it makes no sense that I say I have the confidence because I'm telling myself I will never be able to do what the other racers can do. But it gives me that mindset that if I continue to tell myself this, I'm gonna believe it. And if I start to believe it, that's good. It's a good thing that if I start to believe that. Because if I start to believe that, it's gonna help me push myself more and more. So when I'm out there on the track, before I even start a race, I'm thinking to myself, you know, you're never gonna be able to be better than them, just quit while you're ahead. I'm not really thinking to quit, the quit part, but I know I have people telling me, I know people looking at me saying, he's never going to be that good, he's not good enough, he'll never be the best. Like, I know, maybe I won't be the best, you're right. Maybe I will. You can't predict the future. There's a chance that maybe I will, maybe I won't. There's a chance, honestly, there really is. There's a chance that maybe I won't be the best, maybe I won't. I know I won't ever be the best. But at the same time, I know if I continue to push myself, there's a chance I could be the best. You know? I can make a name for myself in motocross like no other. Like, I can set records myself. I shouldn't be racing in the first place, and I know that. But I also know if I continue to tell myself that I can't do this, you're never going to be good enough, you won't be able to be the best, you'll never make a name for yourself. Helps me push myself to the limit. You know. My dad don't know I think like that when I'm out on the track. He don't know that. Not yet. Eventually he'll put two and two together and realize why I do push myself so hard. When it comes to something you love doing, push yourself as much as you want. As much as you know you can push yourself, don't push yourself too far. Don't push yourself too far where you're going to get hurt. That's the difference between me and a lot of people. I know my limit where others don't. Yeah, of course.
Can we turn the water off for the hot?
Alright.